Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw here, O'Connell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 from number 16.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down throw, O'Connell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Y'all got a good team, man.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 28. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
What are you doing?
Able to slip it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Where you at?
Now it's O'Connell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
WrestleMania night, too.
They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, That's like gold in a coach's manual.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find the
you stepped on
and
that.
that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, we got 2 tight ends? Oh. Yes.
Now 2nd and 4. O'Connell now off the bootleg.
Got that too. Oh my gosh.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance
Gotta
left to keep
get
this
that.
one
Gotta
going. And I
get
think
that.
for you and me, let's think along with
Gotta
the
get
offensive
that,
coordinator
gentlemen.
now has to
Gotta
think
get
back,
that.
cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jakobi Myers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Whoa, this game has such a flaw. You go to try to block it. Let's move.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down 31-28, a minute 24 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Fights through him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. He has Mayer complete.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from
watching on
victory.
this special WrestleMania Night 2. Final game conclusion. Raiders 31, New York Jets 35.
With confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good game.